Thursday and welcome to science class. This is your host, Mr. Kissinger, and I'm really looking forward to an awesome day of science today. Wait, what? No, I swear I'm Mr. K. Alright, fine, you got me. It's Mr. Roney. Listen, the reason why I'm wearing this is because I've been getting mobbed at the grocery store. People keep asking for my autograph, saying, hey, aren't you that guy from YouTube? And I'm like, hey, I'm just here to get my groceries. Alright, I'm joking. This is all for science. Today is all about why some species live and others don't survive. And a big part of this is adaptations. Have you ever noticed a picture of a celebrity online or a video of a celebrity online who is in a disguise so people don't recognize them in public? It's okay if you haven't, but this is something that a lot of celebrities do when they get really famous and they don't want people to bother them. And actually, this has a little bit to do with science, because animals, believe it or not, do the same thing. Some animals try to disguise themselves so that they can hide, not from paparazzi or people that can take pictures of them or want their autograph, but from predators, animals that want to eat them. So today we're going to learn a little bit about how some animals use camouflage to protect themselves from predators and how this is helpful so they can survive. Let's get to our starting question. Here's a question that'll get your brain moving and thinking about this idea a little bit. Many animals have fur that is a similar color to the environment that they live in. Can you think of any examples? So what animals have fur or feathers or skin that looks like the environment around them? Don't have to write this down. You don't have to put this in Google Classroom. Just think about it, okay? And here's our phenomenon of the day. So the phenomenon here is most squirrels match their surroundings. It is very rare to find a purely white squirrel. So what questions do you have about this phenomenon? A couple of the things you might be thinking about here. Have you ever seen a purely white squirrel outside your house or in your neighborhood? I don't think I've seen a purely white squirrel. Maybe you have. But I kind of agree that these are rare. Another question you might have is why? Why is it that we see tons of brown squirrels? Black squirrels are also sort of common. They're not quite as common as brown squirrels. Red squirrels, those are kind of common, but we really don't see these white squirrels. So today we're going to do a little activity to try to figure out whether this color disguising stuff really works. And so this has to do with our white squirrel, because obviously our white squirrel probably isn't trying to disguise itself unless it's standing around in snow all the time. So for our activity, we're going to think about an animal and we're going to use imaginary stick bugs. To make these stick bugs, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to get a few pieces of paper and you're going to color them with markers or crayons that look like some of the surrounding colors in your house or apartment. So I noticed that I have hardwood floors that look a little bit like either this or this color, so I'm testing them both. Then I've got a couple variations of brown on the carpet and on some tables. So I'm using these colors to see if I can disguise my stick bugs for the activity that we're about to do. So here's what you need. Something to draw with, some paper, and someone else who can hide some of these stick bugs around a room in your house or apartment. Housemate's excited. What did you say again, Rob?
What?
What'd you just say?
It's lit!
He loves science. So, what you're going to have to do for this stick bug activity is take your piece of paper that's been colored on, and you're going to cut out 5 straight lines of paper. You're going to cut out 5 stick bugs of each color that you have. So since I have 4 colors, what kind of math problem is this? Multiplication. 4 colors times 5 stick bugs, that's right, that's 20 stick bugs altogether. You can also do it with fewer colors. I think more colors is best. So once you have all 20 stick bugs, you find someone in your apartment that's willing to help you out and do some research for the sake of science. And you're gonna give them all 20 of those stick bugs. And then what they're gonna do is they're gonna hide them around the room in any part of the room that you can see. So on the floor is okay, on the walls is okay if you have some tape, but they're gonna hide them, and when they hide them, you're gonna leave the room so you don't know where these stick bugs are. And then you're gonna have 30 seconds to find as many of the stick bugs as possible. So the first time, they're gonna put them in completely random places. So they're not gonna hide the stick bugs according to color. The second time they do it though, they're gonna try to match up the color of the stick bug and try to camouflage it and put it next to things that are the same color as that stick bug. And each time you run this experiment, which will be twice, you're gonna write down how many stick bugs you were able to collect. And then we're gonna compare and see which number's bigger. All right, so I haven't been looking at any of the stick bugs. Now we're gonna pretend that I'm the predator who likes to eat stick bugs, and I'm gonna try to find as many as I can in 30 seconds, which I will later eat for dinner.
Ready, set, go.
So that first time when Karen put all of the stick bugs in random places, I got 13 stick bugs so I can eat for dinner. Now let's try it again, where she tries to hide them in places that camouflage or match the color that they are. Let's do it a second time and see what happens. Do not look until the person is all the way done hiding them, or this will not work. This is science, remember, you can't cheat. So I've closed my eyes and been out of the room the whole time that Karen was hiding these stick bugs in a camouflage way so their color matches their background. Right now, I've got 30 seconds to try to collect as many stick bugs for dinner as possible. Ready, set,
go.
So the way my experiment ended up is I got 13 stick bugs the first time when we just placed the stick bugs randomly, and I got 12 the second time when Karen tried to camouflage them for me. Please try this at home and let me know what your own results are, because I think that's the most interesting way to do science, is to try it yourself. Now, does it make sense that I got fewer stick bugs the second time than I did the first time? So think about why that makes sense, or why it doesn't make sense to you with what we've learned about camouflage in adaptations today. And so that's it. There's no assignment in Google Classroom. We're going to talk more about these results tomorrow once you've tried it yourself. Have an awesome rest of your day, and continue to think about what are some of the traits that might help animals survive beyond just what their skin, their fur looks like compared to their environment. Checking out for today. Have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow for more science. Bye, guys.